Hello, welcome along. Now this little video, I'm doing some experimenting again, and how it started was I was in the supermarket with the wife and she was looking at birthday cards, and opposite there was the magazine aisle and there was a copy of the latest railway model. I was just having a thumb through it, and on the back I saw this advert for, it was a Gauge Master wireless control thing. So anyway, I thought, oh, that looks interesting. Anyway, when I got home, I had a look at it, looked at the price, thought, oh, maybe not. And then it kind of got me wondering. I've got a couple of radio control boats I've not used for years now, and they've got electronic speed controllers in. And I was wondering if it was possible to control a train using a radio control unit. Because, I mean, the 2-channel radio control, so technically you could actually control 2 tracks. You need 2 speed controllers, but you could have like a track on each of the controls. So that's the little experiment on this video, is going to be to see if I can actually control the train and have it running reliably with using an electronic speed controller and a radio control unit. Because what I can do is try it with Lima, Triang, Bachmann, and also my CD motors as well. Because I know when I used to use my radio control boat, you could do it really, you could have it so it's really slow running. Whether that will work on a model railway motor, I don't know, but I thought we'll give it a go. Right, so this is the speed control. That's the receiver. Aerial's coming out of that. That's the switch. That's your power in, positive, negative going in, and that's what would go out to your motor on your radio control boat, car, whatever. But of course these wires will go to the track, and what I'm going to do, as the test track, I'm going to use the head shunt for my goods depot. So we'll be using that as the test track. So anyway, I'll get all the connectors wired up. I've got a 12-volt power supply that I can connect up to it for this. If it works, great, then I'll just use my normal controller power supply. But I'm going to see if it works. Anyway, it's something that I thought, wow, I wonder if it'll work. And I've been thinking about it for about 4 or 5 hours since we got back from the shop, and I was eating my dinner. I thought, oh, I wonder if it'll work. I wonder if it'll work. And I've been sort of listening to music and that, and it's just been pondering over my head. And I've got one of my radio control units down. See if the battery, because I had rechargeable batteries in it, so I'll see if it charged, and it's charged up. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to give it a go. So anyway, I'm going to stick some chock block connectors on these and get it all set up. Right, so I've got the that's the power connected up with a couple of connectors, and these are wired onto the what would go to the motor that will go on the track. So what I've got to do now is just plug the power into it, and we'll see if it works. So that's right. Radio control unit's turned on. Managed to fully charge it up. Bit dusty because it's been on the shelf. So that's connected to the track. Crocodile clips to the track. That's powered onto the power supply. Right, I've got my little shunter, and we'll see. Right, here we go. You ready? So, track's a bit dirty as well, which doesn't help. But and look, I'm using that controller. I don't know if it's overloading or it's just dirty track. I think the track might be dirty actually, of course, not a very good power supply, I don't know, but yeah, do that. So we'll try that with a Lima loco now, and we'll see how that works. Lima 47, let's give this a run. Got good control though, must admit. And what I'm using is that channel, because you've got 2 channels, so you could technically, if you wanted to run a second track, all you do is just put the speed controller on that one, and that would probably do it. So you can also adjust. You can also adjust those. But yeah, that actually works quite well actually. I'm quite surprised. Didn't think that would work, but I think it doesn't like The track's a bit dirty on here as well, so that doesn't help. I've not cleaned it, but see, if I had it on the main thing, it'd be going through a track cleaner. But that shunter was a CD motor. But yeah, probably if I had a more powerful power supply, it'd probably work. I think you can put up to about 18 volt through these things anyway. But right, we'll try it with well, try it with something else now. Mainline class 45. I think a more powerful transformer would probably help. Probably my gauge master controller would probably work better. That's not bad though. I mean, these normally on a slow pull away is pretty good actually. I'm quite surprised. That's not too bad at all. Right, we'll try something from Bachmann next, I think. 24. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, that's not bad at all. So you got like your centre off, and literally just pull that. That's not bad actually. I'm quite pleased with that. Right, so I'll try something else now and see what else we can find. Right, GF class 40, and we'll try this one. So I'm just going through my green diesels because they're sort of up there. So here we go, GF class 40. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that actually. The old trying motors. Now, this is what I think probably the power supply I've put in is about 12 volt. But so I've got a 16 volt one for the gauge master one that I use for the main layout. But this is a trying 31. Now, these do take a bit of current though. That's full speed that. Although it does go faster one way than the other. But yeah, I think it's just overloaded it, to be honest, I think. Yeah, I think it's just overloaded it because they do take quite a bit of current, to be honest. The horn behind me with a CD motor in it, this one. Track's dirty up there as well, so it probably gets stuck. But yeah, just move it gently. That's not bad at all. Yeah, well, it works right with a CD motor actually. CD motors probably work better actually. The Lima's not too bad, but that trying, it's yeah, a bit. I've got some other trying stuff, so I'll try that and see if it does the same thing. This is me trying high mech, which, you know, it's got a bit. That 31 needs I think it needs a remag, I think, but this one's not too bad though. That goes quite quick. That it's pretty fast. That, but yeah, in theory. But I think it probably needs a better, more powerful control power supply, to be honest. Well, I'm going to try one of my Hornby 2 bells. The modern motors don't take a lot of current, so that should be pretty good. That's quite smooth though. Right, so we'll take that off. I'm going to try 2 of my HSTs with CD motors in as well. See how well they go. Right, I'll try and do a white. If I hold this up here, I'll see if I can do so I can do both. Right, can't really, can I? Right, I'll sort of got the HST there. I've got that there, but I can't get both. Yes, I can. If I stand that there, right, if I stand that there, right, and then we can see me do that. You already got to touch it to get this to move, because it's a CD motor anyway. But as I say, if you want to run 2 tracks, all you need is another speed controller. I just use that one there. So I'm just going to put my other HST on the other one, Hornby one, with a CD motor, and we'll see how this one runs. Track's dirty, wheels are dirty. That's the trouble. Right. It's nice and smooth though. So on the whole, I think that works quite well. Right, I've changed the power supply on this, and it's a 13.8 DC power supply. Got the Triang 31 back on, and we'll see how this runs. Vast improvement, isn't it? See, this thing, you can literally walk anywhere you want. You haven't got any cables, which is probably a good idea. The only thing is, I've had to charge it since I did the other bit, because it was it went the batteries in the control unit went flat. But that's a vast improvement, changing that. And this one I had knocking about, so I can use this. I haven't got anything else planned for it, so I can use that. I did try an AC power supply, but it didn't work. Obviously this must certainly run on DC. So yeah, that actually seems to do the trick. But yeah, so it's not bad. But this Triang motor, I mean, if you remember before, with the 12-volt power supply, it was really sluggish, but that's brilliant. Yeah, it's working really well now. I'm all the way over here. There's the controller, look. Right, loco's over there, so I'll put the controller there, so you can see me work it, and then we'll run that class 25. And that had to hit the dirty bit of track, didn't it? Of course, as it does. But yeah, that's as I say, I'm all the way over here. I've got, just using that. I mean, I could probably stand the other side, the other side of the room here as well, look, and then we'll do it from here. And not bad, actually. That's not bad. That's got a CD motor in it. I'll try a normal Hornby motor in a minute. I've got a loco that's got a normal Hornby Ringfield in it, so we'll give that a try in a minute, and we'll see how that goes. So right, I'll try this one. This is a Hornby Ringfield. Now this one was sometimes takes off like a rocket, so I'll just see how it runs on this. So right, run it back the other way. I was kind of thinking the whole idea of this would be so I didn't have to have cables everywhere. Obviously I have to make sure the control unit's charged up. But the batteries are starting to go in it, so it's going to go flat shortly. But just for test purposes, it seems to be okay. I'm quite pleased with the result. I was just sort of thinking of, and it was all basically because I looked at an advert on the back of a magazine this afternoon, and I did a bit of look and see how much it was, and I thought, well, hang on, I've probably got the bits to make my own. That's basically how it that we're down. That's basically a electronic speed controller that you use for a radio controlled car or boat. This one's out of a radio controlled boat that I'm not using now. 13.8 power supply. You could probably, if you're using modern motors, then a little just a 12 volt DC supply would do it. But because I've got old trying ones, I need something with a bit more guts on it, so that's why I've used that. And then I've just used what I've got, really. I mean, you can probably pick these up relatively cheap anyway. So, and you don't need to have the aerial up. You can just leave the aerial there. You don't need the aerial stuck up everywhere, because if you put the aerial up, you'd be hitting the ceiling and light fittings and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's sort of little experiment I thought I'd try. It seems to have worked. So I'm going to try it with the. I'm going to charge up the control unit batteries overnight, and then try it out tomorrow. Give it a proper test. But I've just been using just the head shunt for my good jars at the minute, just as a test track. Because I want to make sure it works properly and everything before I actually commit to wiring all this stuff in. Although, I mean, it won't take up much space anyway, that. So it won't be too bad. It's just the power supply, but that can fit under the layout somewhere. I'll find a space for that. So I can just put extra long cables to there, so that's not really a problem. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will say hello and welcome to any new subscribers we've got. This is just sort of one of my wonder if it works videos, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.